Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and I know it's hard to believe that it is that time of the year to start thinking about December daily. I know it's still a little bit away from December, but this year I really want to focus on doing a lot of prep work in front of December so that when December comes around, I'm not putting a lot into the creative process like I've done in previous years. So I am actually planning on doing my entire album in advance. So literally all I have to do is take the photos and add them in and add some journaling. And okay, maybe I'll add a few little embellishments, but really for the most part, my hope and plan is to have this primarily done. I'm going to switch things up a little bit this year. I am still making a handmade book. I wasn't going to. To be honest, I was actually going to just do one of those little 4x4 albums. I really challenged myself. But when I was going through my Christmas stuff, I came across this pack of paper from Graphic 45. It's called Christmas Magic. It is from 2018. I believe I got this at Tuesday morning, so I'm not sure how readily available it is. But I'm sure Graphic 45 has a Christmas collection out, if not now, shortly. So I came across this, and this is not my normal style for like my regular 12x12 scrapbooking. To be honest, I usually have a hard time using Graphic 45 for just regular layouts, but for a mini album or small album, I think it's going to work perfectly. What really sold me on it this year was one piece of cardstock that's in this kit. So this paper pack came with 2 each of 8 double-sided 12x12 papers and 1 cover weight sticker sheet. So let me go through what's included. I only have 1 sheet of each here. No point showing you double, right? So this is the sticker sheet. It's pretty chock full of goodies. So that will be fun to use as embellishments. There is this border sheet, and then on the other side is a green diagonal stripe. There's this one that says Christmas Magic on it, and it's got some different quotes and some old vintage imagery. And then on the other side is this blue star paper. This one here is almost like a candy stripe. And on this side is a green check. This one has this cute little Cupid. I don't know if he's a Cupid, but it's a cute little angel and some sayings on it. And then on this side is a holly sheet. This one has some words, Christmas related words, and this one has Merry Christmas on here again with some sort of saying underneath the imagery. This is called Santa's Little Helper, and it's got the little baby or doll icons. It's really cute. And this is a red diagonal stripe. See, this is the kind of paper that always throws me. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? But you know what? It really would make just a great one-side page in an album if you wanted it to. I'm going to use this side here as the front cover of my album. And yes, I'm going to go tall and skinny. So it's going to be approximately 12 by 5 3/4 of an inch. It's not going to be perfectly 6 inches because of where you're going to trim this off. This 6 inches would move it and cut it into this side of the page, and I wanted to preserve that. So 5 3/4 it is. And this is the sheet that made me decide to use this collection for my December daily. And it's basically 1 through 25. Let me see if you can see them all. 1 through 25. And these are going to be my numbers. Super simple, right? So yeah, I'm going to switch it up. Every other year I've always gone right to December 31st. This time I'm only going to go to the 25th in an effort to keep the album smaller and contained. I'm also going to, like I said, have it pre-done, and I am going to have a formula, I think, that I'm going to apply to the base pages. So what I'm going to show you next is my formula or my base pages for the album. So this is the way the album is set up so far. The front sheet is approximately half of that one page that I mentioned earlier. The back is the flip of this page, and this is 5 7/8 inch wide by 12 inches tall. The insert pages are 5 3/4 by 11.5. So that way, when they're in the book, they should have a little bit of room on all sides. I haven't punched these yet, but I have trimmed out all the pages that I want. And then the back cover, like I said before, is with the green words. So I do have enough pages here to have a title page, and then I would start day 1, day 2, and then when we get to the end, I have the 25th and the 25th if I need it, as well as the back sheet. So I did leave a little bit of extra room for Christmas Day. I have pre-cut out some matting. These are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and I am going to take vertical photos only, so I'm going to purposely remember that. Although, to be fair, if I do take any horizontal, if I take multiples, I can always do 3 by 4 cards on the 4 by 6. But the intention is to have a 4 by 6 photo on each page. I am going to turn these into pockets so that I can stick a tag or something either out of the side or out of the top. So I still have to figure that out. The tags or inserts are going to be from the leftover bits from the paper package. So let me get started on those and I will be right back. So for all the 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 card mats, I've applied some score tape on 3 sides. I've left the top open so that I can take my 6 by 3.5 inch tags and slide those in, and they should just peek out if I did my math correctly. Now this is going to add quite a bit of bulk, I'm not going to lie, to the album, because my thought is I'm going to apply them all in the exact same spot, so you can see how much more this is going to bulk this up. But that's okay, I'm alright with that, and I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. One, the tags are going to pull out of the top, and I could have done it so they pulled out of the side, but I don't really want to see all that extra hanging out on the side, so the top it is. I could stagger them, but I'm still going to have some overlap in the middle because these are 6 1/4 and the sheet's only 11 1/2, so I'm still going to have bulk anyways. And if I put the tags here, it's going to limit what I can put up here for embellishments. So that is why I am doing what I am doing. So I am going to figure out the place where I want to put them and affix these all down. Now, as I mentioned before, the 25th has a few extra pages, so I might hold off on affixing the 25th and wait until that day happens. But let me go and put these all in and I'll show you how that looks. I ended up cutting the tags using my Tim Holtz tag die, so it ends up being a little bit more, a little narrower than my original dimensions, but they're still approximately 6 inches long. So when they tuck in, they do stick out a little bit. I will probably put some sort of ribbon or something on here, or thread, I'm not sure yet what. So some of the tags are made from the cardstock, so they're double-sided. The plan is to do journaling on one side, so I may end up adding some sort of cardstock on the back. I'll probably just use copy paper because it's thin, and because this pocket is not very deep, right? So I don't want to add a lot of bulk in there. And then maybe some sort of embellishment, flat sticker embellishment or stamp on the front. I don't want to go too much more thick than that, just so that it still fits in the pocket. I also made some plain ones. I have a bunch of scraps, so I will decorate one side with that. I just haven't done that yet. And I have a few where the pattern cardstock was not quite 6 inches, so I added that onto a white tag, added some gold glitter washi on it, and then the back side will be where the journaling will go for that particular day. This is the last day in the album, so this would be day 25. I did add place for 2 photos. This is the only one with a pocket. This does not have a pocket. Now obviously if I have way more pictures than 2 4 by 6, I can make smaller prints, so I could have 4 3 by 4s, or I also can always add a flip up or something like that on these just to expand. But my plan right now is really to try and keep this as minimal as possible. When you combine the book, you'll see that this is quite thin compared to this. I indicated that would probably happen. Well, I knew that was going to happen earlier, but that's okay because my plan is to add the numbers and some sort of decorative element here at the bottom. So this is going to bulk up, especially if I start using things like foam tape and stuff. So, okay, so that's going to be it for today. Obviously, I still got a little bit more work to do on this book. I will have some other videos leading up to that so that you can see exactly where I'm at. If you've never done December Daily or a December project like this, and you find it really intimidating, this might be the route to go. You know, start now and just do a really simple layout. It doesn't have to be fancy or complicated. And I think when this is done, this is going to look super cute, and we'll have documented December in a really quick manner. At least that's the plan. Thank you so much for joining me today, and until next time, happy crafting.